When my manual learner drivers learn these two skills, they can usually deal with the vast majority of junctions and hazards safely, calmly and successfully. They are more prepared, meaning they're less likely going to have to slam on the brakes at the last second, and therefore there's less chance of a rear end collision. But also they have more time to process the information. They have more time to learn the skill of controlling a manual car smoothly, and more time to make good decisions. So what are these two things that they learn that helps them so much? Well, it's learning how to walk and learning how to jog. And as this video goes on, you will see exactly how walking and jogging can really help a beginner pick up how to drive a manual car, but also help an experienced driver who struggles with manual. Firstly though, I'm going to show you exactly what walking and jogging is. This is walking. I'm going to use the brake to slow down to less than 5 miles per hour. How slow I go depends on how slow I want to walk. I'm going to hold the clutch down before minimum revs to prevent the engine from either struggling or stalling. And when I reach my desired walking speed, I'm going to release the brake and select first gear. Now I'm rolling forward slowly. Whilst I'm rolling forwards, it's impossible for me to roll back. If I want to speed up, I simply add some gas and lift the clutch. Or if I want to stop, I hold the clutch down and gently brake. Some of you may be thinking that I was holding the clutch down for a long period of time there and therefore I was coasting, and you are right, but this is good coasting. You need to coast when you want to make a car go slower than about 4 or 5 miles an hour. If you try to go slower than about 5 miles an hour in most cars with the clutch up, firstly the engine's going to struggle, then it may stall, or maybe the engine will add power to counteract the stall, trying to make the car accelerate when the driver is trying to slow down. This can be nerve-wracking for a learner driver and confusing. Bad coasting is when you need power. For example, you move into a roundabout with the clutch down. Now you have to take a moment to get the gas and lift the clutch up before you start accelerating. This is not a good position to be in when you're in the middle of a roundabout, or if you're going down a long steep hill and you're coasting, meaning the brakes are doing all the work of keeping you slow and slowing you down. This can cause the brakes to overheat. I have a video all about coasting. I'll leave a link to it up there. I'm now going to show you how walking can really help someone who's learning to drive. I'm going to turn left at the end of this road. So center left mirror, left signal, and I'm going to use the brake to slow down to walking speed. I'm going to hold the clutch down so that the car doesn't stall. And when I get down to my desired walking speed, I will release the brake and let it walk. Now I have loads of time. I have time to steer around the bend, time to get first gear so that I'm ready to go, time to check to see if it's safe, time to do my pedals so I can move away, all before I get to the line. And the whole time I was moving forwards there, I wasn't rolling backwards, and I was improving my view gradually so that I could see it was safe to go. So getting the car walking before the mouth of the junction, the mouth is where the road flares at the end. That gave me time to change gear, and because I have time, I'm less likely to forget the gear change. That gave me time to accurately steer around the bend. Many learners struggle with that one. It gave me time to listen to my instructor and process any information that they're giving me. It gave me time to set my pedals so that I was ready to go. All the while the car is rolling forwards and I am gradually improving my view. It's impossible for me to roll back whilst the car is still slowly rolling forwards. And when I got to the line, I was ready to go if it was safe, and I was ready to stop if it wasn't safe. I know what you're thinking. That was way too slow. No normal driver does a junction that slowly. And you're absolutely right. I don't do junctions like that slowly. But remember, this is not the end goal. This is a learning exercise. After 15 years teaching people to drive, I can say this with confidence. If you take your time during your lessons, you'll need less lessons. When I have a pupil who's willing to do something slowly, they're more likely to do it successfully. And if they keep doing it successfully, even if it's really slow, it doesn't take too long before they can do it quickly and successfully. Whereas when I have a pupil who's not willing to do something slowly and they keep trying to do it quickly, usually it takes them a lot longer before they're doing it successfully, reliably. I'm now going to show you what jogging is and where to apply jogging. Then I'll show you how my pupils use walking and jogging when they're approaching hazards and junctions so that they can do them with less help from me at an early stage of learning to drive whilst being calm and safe. Jogging is around about 10 miles an hour in second gear with the clutch up. A big difference between jogging and walking is when you're walking, the clutch stays down, but when you're jogging, the clutch comes back up. I'm going to take the next road on the left. So center left mirror, left signal. I'm now slowing the car down to around about 10 miles an hour. At the same time, I'm pushing the clutch down and selecting second gear and then bringing the clutch back up again. And I want this done a few seconds before the junction or the hazard. Now I can see into the road, I can see it's safe to make my turn, and because the clutch is up, when I press the gas pedal, the car starts moving straight away. There's no delay because I don't have to lift the clutch up, it's already up. Walking is usually used for closed junctions where you can't see very well until you get close to the line. A good example would be at the end of a road. Normally you have to get close to the line before you can see it's safe to go, whereas jogging can be used where you can keep your speed a little bit higher. So if you're turning into a side road where you don't have to usually go as slow, you may be able to jog, or approaching a roundabout, you can usually jog because you've got a better view. I'm now going to give you some examples of how walking and jogging can help my pupils learn how to drive manual. There will be a road we'll be taking on the left soon, and what I'll do is I'll ask my pupil walk or jog. Then when they say jog or walk, I'll confirm if that's good. If it's a jog, they now know I need to slow down to about 10 miles an hour and get second gear and get the clutch up. They're not trying to think, what do I do as they approach the junction? They're just doing what they need to do. So next road left, that's a jog. So now they know, mirror signal, slowing down with the brake to about 10 miles an hour whilst getting second gear and clutch up. They know this and it's done, and pretty much the whole junction's done now. They just have to steer around it. And the same can be applied to hazards. This hazard here, this police car, walk or jog. Well, we can jog until it's out of the way and then we can speed up. We have a slow cyclist, walk or jog. We'll start with a jog. They now know that around about 10 miles an hour is good. Second gear with the clutch up is what they're trying to achieve before they reach the cyclist. The cyclist is a little bit faster than I expected, doing about 15 miles an hour. And when there's space to pass the cyclist, that's the easy bit. Just check your mirrors, move out, and give them enough room to fall off. At the end of the road, left. So mirror signal left, walk or jog. Well, we can't see much, so we should walk. Now my pupil knows exactly what to do. They've got to brake down to about 4 or 5 miles an hour, release the brake, get first gear, go round the bend, and then check to see if it's safe whilst they prepare their pedals, and then they can cross the giveaway line without rolling back or without stopping when they didn't need to. Jog and walk helps my pupils have a plan, helps them get on with the task. It prevents them going towards the hazard, wasting time trying to think about what to do, and also it means I don't have to say much. I don't have to tell them what to do with all the pedals. They know how to walk, they know how to jog, they can do it. And it doesn't take them long before they start figuring out, oh, this is a walking situation, that is a jogging situation, and then I don't have to say much at all. And then they become much more independent. At the traffic lights, I would like you to turn left. So, walk or jog. Well, it's a red light, that means walk. So mirrors signal left. We're going to walk about a car length before we need to stop. So slowing down with the brake, getting it to walking speed, then releasing the brake and letting it roll whilst we get first gear. If the lights change now, we're ready to go. Now we've reached the line, we see gas and bike point, we're still rolling forwards. Saying walk meant my pupil knew what to do. They knew they needed to slow down with the brake, hold the clutch down when the car was slow, select first gear, but also that little walk towards the lights meant that if the lights changed as we got there, we were more ready to go. Mini roundabout, we're going left, walk or jog. So mirror signal left is going to be a jog because we've got a half decent view. So now my pupil knows, slow down, get second gear, bring the clutch up around about 10 miles an hour. Now we've got time to decide. Looks clear, we will go. You may think I'm going slow, but learner drivers need more time to process when they can go. Another mini roundabout, walk or jog. Jog, we're already jogging, maybe a bit slower. Is it safe to go? Yeah, it looks safe. It's going to take them a few moments to process the information, to think, well, who do I give way to? Where's my shield? But that jog towards the mini roundabout allows them time to be more successful. And the more times they're successful, the quicker they learn. At the end of the road, we're going left. Is that a walk or a jog? So mirror signal left. This will be a walk because it's the end of the road. We haven't got a very good view. Usually the end of the road is a walk. So we're going to walk. They know what to do. They're slowing down to a walk, releasing the brake, getting first gear. Now they know they've got time to steer around the bend, they've got time to get their pedals ready and time to go. I said now they know. What I mean is, now they have time. Now they have time to do what they need to do. Oh, another mini roundabout. Walk or jog? Well, this one's quite open. We can see we can jog that. We're already in second gear. Clutch is already up, so we just need to slow down a little bit. Looks clear, and then we can go. Walking and jogging can also be helpful when it comes to dealing with parked cars, because I can ask my pupil, do we need to slow down a bit, or do we need to walk and jog? At the moment, we just slow down a bit because it's a bit narrow. We have a van now. Do we need to walk or jog that one? Well, the van is moving over, so we can carry on through. We have up ahead a zebra crossing. Can we see it's clear? No, we'll slow down a little bit. Don't need to jog yet. Now we can see we're good. What about the pink van? Can we continue, or do we need to walk or jog? Well, the white oncoming car is a question mark, so let's jog just in case. We'll slow down. They know they need to get second gear. Now we're at jogging speed. This narrow gap between the pink van and that white car and these oncoming cars now feels very manageable and safe. We can actually go together, and now we've got more space. We can speed back up again. It's important when you're close to parked vehicles to be slow. A good rule of thumb is that if you're within half a door's width, you should be around about 10 miles an hour. Or another way of putting that, jogging. Here we go, walk or jog. Well, we're going to jog this one to begin with, and now we're going to walk because it looks like we've run out of time, but still walking, still moving. Check the mirrors and move out. It can help with queues of traffic. We have a red light and a queue forming, so instead of just stopping in one go, we can walk. Walk first. And the good thing about walking when you're approaching traffic is not only are you ready to go, now we can get first gear, but you get that chauffeur finish when you do stop, because you brake very gently after walking. Instead of stopping like that, you sort of walk a little bit, you're at a very low speed, then it's easy just to pinch the brakes slightly to have that chauffeur finish. Walking and jogging can also help with the big junctions. We have a large roundabout up ahead, and I'll ask my pupil to go right, third exit, signposted Malden. So it's mirror signal right. Is this a walk or a jog? Well, it looks quite open, so we should be able to jog this. We can see they now know they need to brake. These posts are here to stop you looking right too early, these grey things. They now know they need to get second gear, bring the clutch up and be jogging towards this line. Now they can check, actually it's safe, and they're ready to go. They're in second gear rolling, ready to go, and also they're ready to stop. When my pupils can walk and jog, things usually start to come together. I can say to them, what do you think about that, walk or jog? They may get it wrong. They may say walk, and I say, no, how about try jogging? But at least they know what to do. They don't have to listen to me telling them how to drive and process what I'm saying and do. They can just get on and do. And as they are already doing it more independently, they start to pick it up on their own, and I can say less, and I can focus on helping them with different things. I think another reason why walking and jogging really helps my pupils learning manual is that it gives them a plan. As they approach a hazard or a junction, they're not thinking, what should I do? And then they get there and have to slow down late. They think, okay, I'm going to walk or I'm going to jog. They start slowing the car down, they start preparing it, and when they get to the problem, quite often it's clear, but they're ready to go. And if it isn't clear, they're also ready to stop. Essentially, it's mirror, signal, maneuver, but the maneuver basically is walk or jog. With that, they know what to do. If you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're looking for car insurance, check out the links to Collingwood and Confused in the description. If you're learning to drive and want to insure yourself on somebody else's car, then Collingwood are there for you, because you can do so without affecting the owner's policy, and that takes away a big stress from the owner of that car. Via the link at the moment, there's up to 35% off and a £20 Amazon gift card. If you want to insure your own car, I recommend checking out the link to confused.com, because you fill out one quote form and get loads of quotes back from many insurers to compare who's cheapest, and you can change your car on that quote as many times as you like without having to redo the whole quote. You can just change the car and recalculate. That's a quick and easy way to compare how much it costs to insure different cars. Using the links doesn't cost you anything, but it does support the channel, so thank you very much. Subscribe to get my future videos, and until the next one, cheerio.